Gemma here. So yoga today, 45-minute session. Going to be quite an energizing practice. So remember that if you are injured, this is not appropriate for you to be doing. If anything feels uncomfortable at any point, then just stop. We should never be in pain. We may feel fatigue of a muscle, and that's fine, but we shouldn't be in pain. Listen closely for adaptations and alternatives as we go through the session, and enjoy. And I'm going to apologise now because I feel like I'm having some kind of hot flush or something. I'm absolutely sweltering. So if I'm like this during the session, I apologise. We're going to start with a relaxation meditation. So sitting on our bottoms if that's comfortable. Remember, if you have a block, you could sit on a block. That's going to take the pressure out of your lower back. Just make sure the soft part of your bum is on the block and the bones of the bum is at the edge. If you don't have a block, a cushion is fine. I'm sitting, I've got a little meditation stool. It's whatever works for you. So we're sitting with our legs crossed. If that's uncomfortable, we can have our legs like so, we can have them like so. It's really about you being in a comfortable position for 5 minutes while we just undertake that relaxation period. So let us take our hands into Dhyani Mudra, which is that right hand in the left hand, right thumb touches the left thumb, and the hands are just basically a ball. Shoulder blades are back and down, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, that's absolutely fine. Just find something in your room to focus on. Preferably not me, because I will gesticulate as I'm talking you through this relaxation and possibly move about a little bit. So let us begin by focusing on taking nice, long, deep breaths. In through the nose, down into the pit of the belly, and then allowing that breath to come all the way back up and out through the nose. So breathing in and breathing out. There's really no pace to this breath. We're just breathing at a pace that is comfortable to you, the individual, no one else. Letting your shoulders relax. Letting your mind run free. Feeling tension around the body, stresses, pain, just dissipate away. Take a little spark of energy all around your body, as if you're searching out any places that are maybe holding on to pain, tension, stress, or worry. And if you find those little crevices, those little spaces, and that's going on, just take your breath into those spaces. Hold your breath there for a moment and then let it release. Feel your jaw soften and the tongue hang loose. The eyes relax in their sockets. Any creases on your brow line, let them just melt away. As if you've been wearing a mask and it just totally dissolves away. Your shoulders, your neck feel much more relaxed and at ease. You're breathing deeply, peacefully. Imagine if you can in your mind's eye that as you inhale, you're inhaled in the most beautiful little particles of light, of positivity, of energy. And those little particles of light are traveling down into the chest and belly, down the arms, and pooling in that little ball you've created with your hands, the Dhyani Mudra. And with each deep breath in you take, you feel that bowl become heavier and heavier. The energy is filling and beginning to overflow. Your hands are full of this beautiful golden light, this positive energy. And let us take this light and place it onto the head and allow that energy to just pour into the head. Fill the head with light energy, with positivity, and slowly let the hands come into prayer. Let the chin drop to the chest, bow to the heart. And take a moment to focus on your intention or dedication for your practice. Whatever comes to mind is right for you. Slowly take your hands down and let your palms rest so that they're facing up towards the ceiling, so that intention or dedication can just be free to float out into the ether, into the universe. And let the hands relax. Allow the chin again to bow to the chest and the heart. And as you hold it there, I'm just going to read you a little poem before we go into our session today. Clear the clutter. Empty your mind of its belongings. All that clutter creates blocks and stagnation. Seriously, throw out the furniture. Clear away the dust. Open the windows to clear out the old photographs and anxious thoughts. Let nothing weigh you down. Let go of enough to balance your attention on the end of a feather and let it float down. To open the grove in your heart lit by an ancient light, fed by a warm breeze. An unfolding grace unfurls a flower bed to lay your weary head. The architecture of oak trees around tell us of a paradox. Each part exists in the whole, and the whole exists in each part. Never deny that you are anything less than divinity in disguise. Innumerable oceans, past, present and future worlds wrapped up in a single ballpoint pen, with a mythic and incredible story hidden in its ink. So as we go through our practice today, remember how incredible you truly are. Very gently, chin still drop to the chest, just gently begin to flutter the eyelashes, allowing light back in. Very gently lift the head, drop the head to just one side and hold it there for a few moments. Just feeling that nice stretch into the sternocleidomastoid. Oh, just along the side there, I'm feeling particularly tight today. And just let it release. And as I mentioned at the beginning, it will be an energizing session, but let us just ease out those little aches and creaks if there is any to begin with. Gently drop the head to the upper side, nice and steady. And gently bring the head to the center, roll the shoulders up and down, up and down. One more, and relax, and just reverse it, so it's coming forward and back, forwards and back, forwards and back. Take one hand either side and just gently, let's just have a little lateral stretch for a moment. Easing out. And a lateral stretch to the other side. Easing out. And then bring it back. Coming over onto the knees. So just taking that away. Come simply into Malanasana, child's pose, feet beneath the bum. Remember, if that is uncomfortable, we can always take a cushion between the bottom and the heels, or we can have the bum in the air. But we're just coming back. Head is going to relax between the arms, but we're not letting it flop. So remember, the ears should be just between the forearms. We don't want to, if we let the head flop, we're going to have a crease in the back of the neck. And we're going to be putting extra pressure on that cervical plane, the neck. We don't want to do that. If you've got a little bit of COVID poundage, or you've got lockdown cake belly, as I call mine, or a large chest, you may want to take your knees a little bit wider, and that's absolutely fine. Let us just hold it here for a few moments. And as we hold in this position, let's just take 3 of those humming bee breaths, where we're going to let out 3 big sighs. Take a deep breath in. And again. And again. Take a deep breath. Slowly come up onto all fours. As we do so, into table, hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips, shoelaces to the floor, tailbone pushing to the back of the room, drawing the shoulder blades together. Eyes and nose looking down, lumbar tucks, just gently tucking under and back. So we're tucking the tailbone under and back. And those eyes are looking down, not under, not in front. Nice and steady. And we're sticking with that Ujjayi breath. So breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And becoming aware of that pelvic floor, contracting that pelvic floor from the back of the bottom all the way around to the front, drawing that belly button in towards the spine and maintaining that stability. Tuck and then bring it back to your table. Last time, tuck your toes under, walk your hands slightly in front of your shoulders, ready to push up into down dog. Take a deep breath. And exhale, push up, head down between the arms, feet are hip distance apart, but remember, if you need to take them a little bit wider, you can do. Head is relaxed between the arms, and we're just bending the opposing knee, pushing the heel down. Oh, I can feel that in my calves and my hamstrings today. So we're just running dog, bringing some energy into the legs, and then gently press down. Hold it there, take a deep breath. As you exhale, come onto your tiptoes, push the bum higher, let the head relax further between the arms, and then push down. Again, take a deep breath, lift up, head relaxes further, push through, and relax. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, walk your hands towards your toes, bending your knees as you do so. Allow yourself to hang in Uttanasana, forward fold, keeping the knees soft and bent if we've got any back issues at all. Cradling each elbow with each hand, gently sway from the hips, side to side, allowing you to maybe go a little bit deeper, let the muscles find their own path, or to just relax and hang. And then allow the hands to relax down, taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to slowly roll up. Let's lift the head up last. So slowly tucking the tailbone under, slowly rolling up. Head comes up last. We're looking forward, shoulder blades back and down. Okay, we're going to come to the end of our mat so that we've got the length of the mat behind us. Apologies for my leggings adjust. It's just part of wearing leggings, I always feel. So let us start with our feet hip distance apart. Tadasana, that mountain pose. Remember, if on this position you need your feet a little bit wider, that's okay. Tuck the tailbone under, pelvic floor's engaged, lifting and pulling up, and the core is nice and strong. Shoulder blades back and down. We're in a nice tall position. Imagine you've got a juicy beef tomato under the chin, and we're just holding it in place. Let us just stand in Tadasana for a moment. Take some deep breaths and really focus on having a strong upright posture. Pulling those shoulder blades and slipping them into the back pockets. Now let's inhale up, bring the hands together in prayer. As you exhale, let's take them to L shape. So we bring them to the thighs, legs are straight, and we're coming into an L shape. So we've got a flat back that is, not a fat back. Okay, shoulder blades joined together, eyes and nose looking down, nice and steady. Remember, if you've got a mirror around, always useful to have. If you feel you need a little bit of softness in the knees and it's feeling a bit tight in the back as we do this pose, that's absolutely fine. So we're holding it here in that L shape for a moment. We take a deep breath. As we exhale, we bring our hands down by our toes. We're going to step back into a lunge position. Right leg's going first. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, hands come flat, right leg goes back. We look forward briefly. We're coming into down dog again. Take a deep breath. Exhale, push back, down dog, bums in the air, head relaxed between the arms, nice and strong. We are going through a sun salutation. Excuse me while I wiggle back on my mat. Feet hip distance apart, but remember you can have them a little bit wider. From here, we're going to come through to plank. Remember, you can be on your toes or knees. I'm going to do it on my knees first time round. Doesn't mean you have to. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come through. Chest comes forward when we're in plank, but we must make sure we're not dropping the hips or pushing the bum up. Next, we go Chaturanga, crocodile, elbows in tight. We let the chest hover a little bit. Feet come down, legs relax. Sphinx pose. Head can be looking just slightly in front. Hold it there, nice and steady. Now, if we've got back issues, this is where we're going to stay. But if we want to go a little bit further, we can lift and shoulder blades back and down. We want those glutes relaxed, but if the back is aching, we can tense them and give it a little bit of extra support. Take a deep breath. Exhale down. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, lower the chest, bring your hands by the chest, tuck your toes under. We're going to push the bum back towards the heels. Take a deep breath. Exhale, push back. Have a little stretch for a moment before we lift into down dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale, up. A little jump in the toes there. Feet to hip distance apart. Running dog. Bring that energy in, nice and steady. Pushing those heels down. Keep going. Control in the core. Activation, both heels down. Take the right leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Hips are level, shoulders are level, stability between the 3 points. Inhale, swing the leg through. Remember, you can grab and pull it if you need to. Take a deep breath, we lift up. Ooh, lunge position. If this feels difficult, take the knee down, that's fine. Hold it here for me. Take a deep breath. Exhale, go deeper. Not for me, for you. Remember, you're here on the mat for you. Take a deep breath. Hands come over. Deep breath in. Opposite leg swings in. Feet together. We're hanging in Uttanasana. Forward fold. Head hanging. Core engaged. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come up. Again, let's go over L shape. Hands to the thighs, flat back, you're a table. Hands resting on the thighs. If you need some softness in the knees, that's fine. Hold it there. Core engaged, breathing strong. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, come down. Fingers by the toes. Big lunge this time. Left leg's going to go back. Take a deep breath. Exhale, opposite leg. We look forward for a moment. Fingers flat. Push back. Down dog. Holding it here, we're going to go plank again. This time I'm going to go with a full plank. Doesn't mean you have to. Take a deep breath. Exhale, nice and strong. Holding it, making sure the bum's not up in the air. The hips aren't dropping. Chaturanga. Knees down or stay on the toes. Chest lowers. Toes flat. Baby Sphinx. Head looks slightly in front. Back issues, stay here. No issues, feeling good. Lift, shoulder blades back and down. Hold it. Breathing deeply. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come down, hands by the chest, toes tuck under, ready to push the bum back. We're gonna have that little stretch again. Take a deep breath. Exhale, keep the toes tucked under. So we're stretching into the bum, we're stretching into the toes as well before we transition back into that down dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale, push up, down dog, bottoms up. Weight really evenly distributed between the 3 points, shoulder blades joined together. Take the left leg up behind you this time, three-legged dog. Take a deep breath. Swing it through, grab it through if you need to. Inhale that lunge up. Bring that back knee down if you need to, that's okay. Take a deep breath. Sink deeper if you can. Take a deep breath. Exhale down. Sorry, I don't know why I did jazz hands. Take a deep breath. Exhale into Tadasana, forward fold, hanging, knees bent. Gently breathe and let it hang. Inhale up. And bring your hands in prayer. Step your legs nice and wide so that when you look down, toes are level, heels are level. We've got a nice wide stance between them. Turn the right foot to the right wall. Hips rotate a little bit, that's okay, don't worry about it. Left heel turns out by 30 degrees also. So again, you're going to get further rotation and a little bit of a dip in the hip. Let's pull it back, rotate forward, shoulders, chest open, core strong. Take a deep breath. We're being pulled over, lateral. Ooh. Now, as we feel that pull and we're being pulled, you're going to also feel it along the inner thigh, the adductors going on there. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come over, hands to the inside of the thigh, the ankle. Or if you've got your block, you could be resting your hand on your block. Shoulders directly above one another, head looking forward. Want to challenge your balance? Turn the head upwards. Core strong and engaged. With each deep breath, as you exhale, go a little bit deeper if you can. Don't force anything. And again, take a deep breath. Deeper. This time, take a deep breath. Let's lift with control. Up we come. Inhale the arms above. Shoulder blades relax. Turn the feet forward, both feet. Then turn the heels in. Come into goddess squat. Come down and hold. Pushing open the knees, nice and steady. So we're pushing open the knees. Tailbone is tucked under. Core is strong. Holding it there. Take a deep breath. Go deeper. Working the inner thighs, strengthening, but also opening. Deep breath again. Hands are in prayer, connecting that left and right side of the brain. Deeper. Take a deep breath. Exhale out of that stretch. Feet turn forward. This time, left foot turns to the left side. Right heel turns out by 30 degrees. Lift the pelvis, lift the hips. Bring it as forward as you can. Palms are facing forward, shoulder blades back and down. Deep breath. Exhale, we are being pulled and lengthened. Feel that stretch happening laterally and internally along here. Take a deep breath. Come over, that hand could be on the thigh, the calf, down to the ankle. Aiming to have those arms directly above one another. Rotate the head if you want to challenge that balance a little bit more, or keep the head looking forward. If you find when you rotate, it's feeling like you're twisted into your neck, then just bring it out of that posture. Use your breath. Lower. And again, lower. Get ready to lift. Core is strong. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift, strong and straight. Straight. I can't get my words out. Feet turn in, hands come down. Heels turn in. Back into that goddess squat. Take your right hand in front, left hand on top. Interlock as if you're trying to pull them apart. Place them in front of the heart. Ganesha Mudra. Gently bend the knees, come down. We're removing those obstacles in our path. Hold it there. Shoulder blades back and down. Take a deep breath. And again. Now, as you're releasing those, removing those obstacles in your path, let's let go of any energy in our body, any negative energy that we don't need. So you're going to take 3 of those big sighs, those humming bee breaths. Just inhale through the nose. And again. And one more. And hold it, nice and strong, shoulder blades back and down. Breathing deep. Inhale up. Exhale, gently walk the feet in, coming into balance. Remember, very squeaky floor. Remember, when you're on your mat, make sure less stable. If you're wearing socks, make sure less stable. If you're on a carpet, it's going to be less stable, depending on your underlying anyway, okay? So, that's better. Just needed a piece of floor where it's not creaking. So, feet together, tailbone under, shoulder blades back and down. Nice and steady. Just lift up your right leg. Take a hold underneath the thigh. Looking forward, shoulder blades back and down. We'll hold in this position. Whilst you're in that first part of the posture, you're just gaining your focus. So don't leap ahead. Just take your time to really sink the roots of the supporting leg, the roots of the toes, the feet into the ground. Now we can stay here. We can add an extension into the leg. We can take the middle finger and our index finger, hook it around the big toe and extend it out in front. We can place one arm out for support, or we can just be here, okay? I've done some exercise this weekend. I've got glutes that are on fire today. So I'm staying here. This is fine. This is adequate for me. Holding it here. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, hand comes to the inside of that thigh. Gently take it out to the side. And gently, you're just gently pressing against, arm out. Now the leg could be here. We could have our big toe on the floor. That's fine. What we're looking for is opening up the hips. We're working on balance and stability at the same time, but we're also opening up the hips. Shoulder blades back and down. Core strong. Holding it there. Deep roots sinking down. Inhale up. Bring your hands into prayer. Tadasana, that mountain pose for a moment. Shoulder blades back and down. Tailbone under, core engaged, pelvic floor lifted. Those deep transverse abdominis muscles connected and working. Take a moment to find your focus. And then we do the same on the opposite side. So we're bringing up that leg. Remember, you could be using a chair to support you in your balance. You could even have the big toe on the floor. Otherwise, we're lifting and we're holding underneath. Now, as we lift, I'm going to just rotate my body slightly towards the camera here so you can see what potentially can happen with the body. So as we lift, if you look at me, you can see I've just slightly rotated my body. I want to try and keep everything facing as forward as we can. So you be conscious that your upper body, the rib cage, isn't starting to rotate. Keep it forward, okay? And that's going to take some adjustment. This is why I always say it's useful to have a mirror around whilst you're doing your videos or your sessions. I'm certainly not perfect by any means. Hold it there. Nice and steady. Again, if you're wanting, you could be adding the extension. You could be taking the arm out, taking the hold of the big toe and holding like so. My body says no. Nice and steady. Breathing deep. Take a deep breath. Let's take it out to the side. Hand comes to the inside. Opposite hand out to the side. Big toe could be resting on the floor. You could be here. That's absolutely fine. Remember, this is your session. You've come to the mat for you, no one else. We don't want to be in pain. It's not about being in pain. It's about taking your body on a journey, connecting with your mind and body as one. Being present completely in your body. Ooh, and your mind. Holding it there, nice and strong. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, bring it in, bring it down. Inhale up. Tadasana, one more time, that strong mountain pose. Sometimes the most simplest poses are the hardest, to just stand, have that good posture, to have that connection. Shoulder blades back and down. Inhale around the world. Exhale, come to the end of your mat. Have the length of the mat behind you. Feet together in that Tadasana again, shoulder blades back and down, tailbone tucked. I've always got to tell myself that because I've got a posterior tilt. So nice and steady, tucked. Remember, if you need a bit of space between those feet, that's fine. Let's inhale up. Swan dive over. Stepping back into down dog, fingers flat to the floor. Boom, up. And hold it there for a moment. we are going to come into swan. So we're going to take a deep breath. You're going to bend your right knee. It's going to come under and the foot and the knee rotate out to come across. So then the back knee comes down, toes tuck under at the back, and we scoop and shoot the toes and knee along. So you're coming further back. We've then got the foot underneath the hip and the opposite knee in front of the hip. Now, if this is uncomfortable, we can come over onto the side of the bottom and be in this position, okay? So it's almost like that Isle of Man flag, okay? So, very gently in that position, rotate your body slightly towards the foot, then come down, if you can, resting onto the forearms. You may want a cushion or a block to assist you in coming down onto your forearms, or you may just want to stay upright, and that's absolutely fine as well. So I'm just going to rotate slightly, and as we do this, we're really stretching into the piriformis. So if you're in that position where you're on the side, don't worry, again, you're just rotating a little bit, and you'll feel the difference in the stretch just as you move your body, slightly rotating it towards the foot. Again, you could walk it forward a little bit, you could come down, but when you do come down, what you need to be really conscious of is that you're not collapsing inwards and the core's nice and strong. So if you're coming down, you need to come forward and down, so you've got that lengthening. So, holding that position, any position where I'm stretching out my piriformis feels like an eternity because my toe is really tight. Hold it there. Now from here, take a deep breath. If you're on the forearms, push up onto your hands, come over onto the side of that leg. If you're already onto the side of the legs and you've come forward, lift yourself, your upper body back up. From this position, you're then coming down onto your forearm. As you do so, you may need to shift your hip a little bit about, jiggle yourself about a little bit. This top leg, we draw it in. We gently can take a hold of our ankle, our arches, or we could take our middle finger and index finger, hook it around the big toes. We're extending up and we are holding. We could be holding here. We could be holding here. Make sure it's not behind the back of the knee. Oh, hang on, I've just got cramp, so stay in that stretch. Bottom says no. Having a run and a good walk this weekend clearly worked my glutes. They haven't been used for a while, I think. So we're holding that position nice and strong. Now, core strong, two options here. We can come up from this position, keeping a hold of the leg, or we can let go of the leg. The most important thing is that you keep that pelvic connection going on. So the hand, the forearm that's resting on the floor, we can press that down, lift, and come so that we've just got that leg extended in front. You may find the extension too much. You may just want to hold. Make sure both bum cheeks are on the floor. You may want to hold. You may want to hold. Be really conscious, so I'm just turning sideways for a second. Be really conscious that as you're holding, you're not collapsing in. It's all about height and length, okay? So I can hold, but I can't get that full extension going on. It doesn't matter if you can't get that full extension, okay? You just go with what feels right for you. You can have one hand on the floor, take a deep breath, bring it down. We're now transferring to the other end of your mat, into down dog again. Bottoms up, head down between the arms. This time, we're doing that swan on the opposite side. So the opposite knee comes under, rotates out to the side, back knee scoots along, and we then come, rotate towards the foot, ignore me rotating the wrong direction, and hold that position. Remember, if it's uncomfortable, you can come over onto the side of the bottom, and just turn myself around so you can see what I'm doing. And you can just have this position and hold it like that. So we want to be on the opposite leg to last time, okay? So opposite leg to last time. We're holding that position. I'm just changing myself a little bit so I've got the room. I'm facing the camera. So holding it there. Holding it there. Keeping that lift and that length. nice and strong. Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Keep it going, keep it strong. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, gently come up, come over onto the thigh, down onto the forearm, bend in that leg, take a hold, ankle, calf, thigh, and lift. I need to get myself a little bit away from the wall. Lift and hold. And we're gently drawing that leg towards the chest, ensuring that the elbow is underneath the shoulder. Taking a deep breath, drawing a little bit closer. And then we're ready to lift. So remember, if you're not comfortable lifting from this position, put the leg down and come up to seated and then come into the continued stretch. Take a deep breath, otherwise it's hand on the floor. We use our core, we lift. Important, both bum cheeks are on the floor. We can be holding with both hands. Shoulder blades back and down. You might even have one arm out to the side. But chest is facing forward. Hold it there nice and strong. Can't get myself right. Holding it nice and steady. Take a deep breath. Exhale, gently bring it down. Now as you bring it down, release both legs, slide your left leg underneath and your right leg over the top. Both hands are either side of the thigh. Sitting nice and tall, shoulder blades back and down. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, come forward and hold. Hold it there. Eyes and nose are looking down. And strong and steady. Take a deep breath again. All the time, shoulder blades are back and down. We're feeling that stretch into the glutes. You're going to feel it in the piriformis. Take a deep breath. Slowly come up. Let's change over. Changing over, nice and steady. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Now you might find one side is tighter than the other, okay? That's okay, that's quite normal. Hold it there for me. Taking a deep breath. As you exhale, go a little bit more. Hold. And again. Trying to keep that lengthening, trying to keep that opening. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, slowly coming up. Take the soles of the feet together. And you may want your block at this point. If you've got a block, or remember a hard back block is just as good. Bones at the bottom, on the block. Softness at the edge. Soles of the feet together. Let me just move back a fraction so you can see my feet. So, soles of the feet together. Gently hands resting on the knees. Now remember, if you're quite tight in your hips, you could take blocks or a cushion, place it under your feet, build that up, and that's going to give a little bit of ease. Or we could place cushions under each thigh if you're quite tight in there. So, sitting nice and tall, hands just resting by the calf, shoulder blades back and down. Let's inhale up. Exhale down. Hands come back to the thighs. The knees, gently press, shoulder blades back and down, and again, inhale up, exhale, opening up the hips, the pelvis, 2 more, inhale, and again, hold it there. shoulder blades back and down, nice and steady. Take your left hand to your right knee, right hand behind. Just look over the shoulder for a moment. Remembering if we've got osteoporosis, we're going to keep this range really small. If we've got back issues, we're going to keep this range really small. Take a deep breath, round to the other side. Coming back to the center, coming back into Sukhasana. Easy cross legs. Remember, if that's uncomfortable, just take your legs wide. That's fine. Shoulder blades back and down. Taking your hands back into that Dhyani Mudra. Right hand on top of the left. Right thumb to left thumb. Connecting. Bowl. Just resting in our lap. Close the eyes if you're comfortable with your eyes closed. And just begin to breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. So nice and steady, just taking your time. And the shoulders relax, letting the jawline soften. Just taking a little mental scan around your body. How does it feel now? How does it feel after that session? Do you feel relaxed and at ease? Is there still tension hanging on in any little spaces? Take your breath into that space where maybe there's still a little bit of tension hanging on. Take a deep breath. Let go of anything that's no longer serving you. Imagine in the palms of your hands, in that little bowl that we have created, the Dhyani Mudra, imagine that you're holding a beautiful pink light. It's a tiny light in your little bowl right now. But with each deep breath you take, it's growing and growing, pulsating, becoming stronger. And it is the most beautiful pink hue you've ever seen. It radiates love, compassion, warmth, acceptance, gratitude. And you can feel that energy in the hands, that bowl. Such love, such compassion, trust, security. Take that bowl of positivity and place it over your heart, and let all that love and compassion, acceptance, gratitude, trust, security. Allow yourself to feel all those emotions, sensations into your heart center. Just hold it there for a few moments. Feel that energy. And feel that beautiful energy pushing up, pushing out, pushing down, all over the body. And then gently let the hands come to the thighs. Let the chin drop. Take a moment to just repeat after me. I am worthy of love. I am enough. I am love. I am whole. I am at peace. And I am balanced. Take your arms and wrap them around your body. Gently lifting the head but eyes still closed. Let the thumbs gently stroke the side of your shoulders. Give yourself a warm embrace. Give yourself thanks for coming to the mat today. Give yourself thanks for setting an intention or dedication. Remember, it really doesn't matter if you don't quite fulfill that intention or dedication. It's just wonderful that you set it. Give yourself love, appreciation. Take your hands, gently begin to rub them together. Remember, if you're wearing glasses, you might just want to pop them on top of your head. And then place them over the closed eyes. Open the eyes into the hands, let the hands come away, and slowly bring them into prayer. Namaste. That is your session complete. As always, I will just grab a card to set our mind for the rest of the day. These are, if anyone's interested in what cards I use, these ones are Super Attract cards by Gabrielle Bernstein. So she's written a number of books. One of my favourite is The Universe Has Your Back. And there's another one as well. I think it's 40 Days, Miracles it's called. And that's a good one as well. So, just what do we need to hear today? Ooh, okay. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in vibrational alignment with my true love nature. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in a vibrational alignment with my true love nature. So there you go. There's your 4. Take care. Bye.